Cody Ridge out of Snohomish, Washington will be in the number 91. He'll be the first car that has not been a champion on the national level in either USAC or the King of the Wing or the Whelen Modified Tour in NASCAR. Those first three positions will be the first three cars that will roll ahead of him in this third heat race. Lineup on our screen brought to you by Elliott's Custom Trailers.
Okay, and you're going to get Bobby Santos III out of Massachusetts in the 22A on the pole. Eric Humphreys out of Fresno, California, alongside in the 15.
C.J. Leary, the 2019 USAC Sprint Car champ, making his first ever wing sprint car start. Brian Gossel, 6, will start inside row 2. To his outside, the number 91 of Cody Ridge out of Snohomish, Washington.
C.J. Leary out of Greenfield, Indiana, in the 6G inside of row 2, making his debut at the Open Wheel Showdown. And Cody Ridge out of Snohomish, Washington, in the 91R.
Randy Dubois getting the call to race the Jimmy Waters number 02. Will start inside row number 3. To his outside, Justin Kawahata, who actually literally tipped over on his side in practice today in his own number 45 out of Clovis, California.
I did that second row after you did the
You
second
sounded
row,
better than I did, though, Ralph.
I can't.
Yeah.
Hilarious. Richie Larson will make the inside of the final row in the 22L out of Prince George, British Columbia. And Tommy Nichols out of Tampa, Florida, making the long toe in the 55N to make the field in heat number 3 outside row number 4.
Race official Jared Owen from the 500 Sprint Car Tour came over and said, hey, Tommy Nichols' time was disallowed because he ended up switching cars after qualifying. Not just parts. He said, I needed a different race car. Tommy Nichols then forfeited his time, so he'll have to start in the back of this heat race. So we'll see how he can advance. In his backup car that has yet to see a lap on the racetrack today, he was able to practice it if he elected to yesterday. But Nichols in that 55, some work to be done. He's got the 86 on the tail tank from J.J. Dutton's backup car, but the 55 on the wing is Tommy behind the wheel here in this heat race. So Brian Gossel has 2 cars in the field. Went to the well and got C.J. Leary and Brad Knopfsinger to race his cars. The Colorado Auto Mechanic owner houses his cars in Bob East's shop, parks the haulers in the driveway, or has for many years. Gossel races a lot with the USAC Silver Crown Series, but he also was racing in Colorado when he got injured in a dirt race, and he's still healing up from that, so he gave CJ a call, and here we are. CJ Leary, who in the Little 500 finished third a couple years ago, and that was an amazingly good run for him. Known for his dirt prowess more so than pavement, but he's proving he's ready and willing to take on any task in that white and red number 6 for Brian Gossel. He'll end up inside row 2.
Bobby Santos came here last year thinking he had as good a shot as anybody to take that $50,000 check home, and he almost got it done, Jim. Almost.
Never been here before 1 year ago. Bigger than he thought. Changed gearing, changed engines, did a lot of work between then and now.
Race is like a big half mile, don't you think?
Yeah, with that big arc backstretch we can see here on the drone shot, it's one big curve. I was standing at the top of pit out earlier today watching some practice, and it's a big turn is what it is. From turn 1 to turn 4, it's one big arc. And it tightens up big time between 3 and 4 because that front straightaway is straight on the V-shaped racetrack here, but it carries a lot of speed into turn 3. Now, I'm glad they put the dotted lines down where they did because that really accentuates they don't necessarily race between the lines, but it shows you the curvature of that backstretch very evidently here on the cameras.
Yep. Another 12-lap affair.
Santos with the advantage, no question. We'll start inside row number 1. Justin Kawahata now being advanced to outside row number 1 after Tyler Rohrig's spin from second. I'm sorry, that's the 15 of Humphreys. I apologize. Kawahata's back in row number 3 on the outside, 45.
This pace lap seems a little bit quicker, doesn't it?
Santos does not wait around.
He's anxious. He's ready to go. There's the restart line. We're underway. Santos quickly into the lead. Oh, and around goes the 6 of Leary.
Oh, man. Just lit him up again up at turn number 2. Rohrig, Leary, limited wing sprint car action this year. Both involved in spins here in the heat race. So another fast car with a long way to go.
Yep.
C main tonight, B main tomorrow. Only the top 6 in each goes forward to the 26-car A mains tomorrow afternoon at 4:30 local time.
Let's take a look at the replay.
He's trying to get settled in here, and as he gets on the gas, you could tell the car just did not want to go where he was pointing it.
No. Right around and into the infield. Nice lazy spin. Fortunately, every time somebody's spun out, it's been a pretty lazy, controllable slide.
Got a long way to go to get the top 2 positions to advance into the pole shuffle and lock himself in.
All right, here we go. Santos leading him to 3 and 4. Green flag, back at it.
Humphreys ducks in real quick. Tells you one thing, the outside line just does not have the grip at this point.
No. Cleary got through 1 and 2 that time. Santos starting to stretch it out a little bit up front.
Cleary has made it his way back to 5th, but this is a torrid pace being set by Massachusetts native Bobby Santos, now living in Indiana.
Larry going to work here on the 0-2, trying to see if he can get around him and get a shot at Dubois and then maybe take that position away, and he does.
4th to Larry. Dubois has actually been racing a little bit higher than the others. I'm glad to see that he's trying the outside line. Maybe that's where the car is most comfortable, but he did give up the spot quickly to Leary.
And nobody's catching Santos. He's already 1.7 up after just 4 laps. Santos picks up another 2/10.
Yes, he can be in test mode a little bit right now, saying, okay, if I turn my front brake here, what is that going to feel like later in the race in a longer run? 100 lapper tomorrow, only 1 built-in brake at lap 50.
That's Humphreys right there in the 15. We're watching the black car.
He's locked in now in 2nd.
Yep, going around some lappers here. This is going to be Larson in the 22L. Santos still out front.
Rich had a good run here last year. Just a disappointing run thus far. Didn't qualify that great. He's now pulled to the infield.
Yeah, he's
after
good.
Going a lap down. Leary, as you can see on the scoring, the left-hand side of your screen is only advanced to 4th. That'll put him in the middle of the B main field tomorrow night.
2 laps to go as Santos starts working his way through more and more of the traffic. Moves up a lane. See what's up there in 3 and 4. White flag is out, 1 to go. He's coming up on the 55. That's Nichols. Clears him as they go into 3 and 4. Here comes the checker for Bobby Santos. He will win heat number 3.
So for the first time tonight, the fastest 2 cars in the heat race lineup transfer the top 2 positions into the pole shuffle. Humphreys the 9th fastest qualifier. We mentioned earlier that the qualification session was really tight in time. The first 11 cars underneath 12 seconds a lap, within 0.3 of each other.
Let's check in with Ashton.
Down here with heat race number 3 winner Bobby Santos. The Bullring really seems to be your kind of place. What do you think about this racetrack and you and your crew that really meshed together?
The car's just been good all weekend. Guys are doing a good job. And we're going to keep working on it, keep getting better each time out. We got one more shot tonight to get ourselves a good spot through this dash and set us up for the race.
Bobby Santos picks up the heat race number 3 win and makes his way into the shuffle later on tonight.